pour this
Don't
all
set
over.
yourself up. I want to dip it.
Dip it.
Pour it in the way you want. I don't know. I want that shit.
Oh, I ain't trying to dip with you. You trying to double dip?
No, you don't. I ain't say double dip.
Okay, hold on. I know what we can do. We can split it up. The aroma.
Pull back a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, it smells good. Okay, so this is a half pound. I guess I could have got a little 3/4.
All right, you guys. Got another episode of Chatting with You, and this time we're at the Barrack. Midfiled, baby, what it do?
Oh,
I got the snow crabs, y'all. I got the lemon pepper mal. Got my little corn and potatoes in there.
I got the shrimp. The shrimp bag. I forgot the shrimp. Boiled shrimp bowl.
Shrimp bowl.
A bag of boiled shrimp with some potatoes and corn. I got the Cajun seasoning. Wow, I love the Cajun honey.
You got some oysters too, but they on the way, so.
Yeah, oysters gonna be here shortly. Those are really our appetizer, but hey,
I can't wait yet.
Right, it smells too good, so I'm gonna open that thing up.
I'm trying to make sure I get all this dripping out.
I don't take mine out
So, I need all the sauce.
personally. I just leave it in there.
Comment if you leave the sauce or if you don't.
Leave it in the bag or not.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Really good. Smells very good. Crab Barrack, Midfiled, Alabama.
Yep, I will say that we were very welcomed when we came in. We let them know what we was coming to do and asked for the manager. And she was very nice, and she gave us a little section over here in the corner. She was like, go do y'all thing. I'm gonna put y'all up right here in the side so y'all can be out of everybody's way and won't have no interruptions and nothing like that. So they was nice.
Very nice. Nice.
The lady who been bringing us our food and water and stuff like that, she also been very nice and patient. So as far as the customer service, we're gonna give them a 10 out of 10. Well, I am.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And it's just a really nice atmosphere. It's like they really took the time with the with how they decorated this place. So it's all like this nautical theme, and we'll have some video of it. But you know, basically it looks like on a boat, right? And so it's really cool. You got the little nautical ropes and lifesavers, and you know, y'all will see it in the picture soon, but it's very nice. And on top of it, it's very chill in here. Like, this is a really nice place to come in the middle of the day when you're not really looking for that type. A lot of restaurants now kind of feel like the club, like, which is okay. You know, oh, this is what you're supposed to do? All right. She's an avid seafood ball eater. I am not. So, we'll have our own ways of doing things.
Of course, you have your little bib. I usually just put mine in my lap. But they do get a little messy, so you know, you put your little bib on and things. But
I'm happy because I was like, oh my God, my hands gonna be so dirty by the end of this.
these remind you of them. Y'all remember we used to get just for beef perms, and Mama had to put them gloves on so she wouldn't mess it. That's what these gloves remind me of. But it is no hair in here. If you would like to partake. The napkin's right here. We have to move it.
Oh, okay.
But I will say, I got the mild lemon pepper seasoning, and the seasoning is very good. I like all that seasoning when it be like real thick, you know, like you can pick up some of the seasoning with your fork like that. That's when you know it's good, you know what I'm saying? I done been to some places where it wasn't hardly nothing but oil.
Just dry?
Yeah, just dry. Ooh, it got a lot of shrimp over there.
No. Look.
I'm all in her bag.
No.
You got the Cajun, right?
Mm-hmm. You got lemon pepper. If you want some, we could definitely exchange food. I'm not a huge crab person, but I will eat it.
You can get a little piece of my crab for a little bit of that shrimp.
Honestly, like the only reason why I don't really eat crab that much is not because of the taste. Like I think it tastes fine. It's the work, baby. I don't have time.
How many shrimp y'all think she can give me for this leg? What is the what's a good trade off?
Equivalent. 2.
I was thinking 3, but we can do 2.
How many legs you got? That ain't gonna be enough because you need to eat more than that. I'm looking at what they.
I ain't got number one. I don't know what you call these. It ain't one leg, but
One half of a crab.
One half crab. I always eat my little baby crab first. Oh yeah. I always eat my baby crab first because it's so little. You just get it on out the way.
I know you happy about the little egg in there. Oh, there ain't no egg.
I ain't get no egg.
Oh, you can get an egg though.
Yeah, I forgot to add an egg.
Love an egg.
I love an egg.
I got her egg.
I can get it scrambled. I can eat them boiled. I can eat them over easy. Not scrambled. Did you hear me? That's good. I can eat them scrambled.
That's a new way.
Yeah, I get a little piece of the meat.
This is so fun. I never
and
did
I pick
this
it up
before.
with that. Pick it up with that seasoning. I'm doing too much.
I know. Well, you the expert, and this is fun though. Now that I got, I ain't got my bib on though. Now I'm dirty.
You need no bib on.
I really don't, but still. Can you put one on?
Nah, I put it in my lap.
Oh, okay. Just the whole idea of eating with these gloves on is just funny and fun to me. I need this. I need all this just eating my food.
But
yeah, I don't know how to. I'm not good with crab. See, I always mess it up. That's why I don't get it.
what my New Orleans people at? What my people that live by the ocean, like my Florida and people like that who eat crab legs all the time? Y'all tell us the secret
I'm struggling.
to crack them legs. All I do is I pull this little piece off right here because it be in the way to me. So I get that little piece off and I break it at the joints.
Okay.
We'll start cracking it. I usually use a utensil.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah.
Come on, instructor.
The utensil crack that baby.
Oh, this ain't even big. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I wasn't expecting to be struggling like this on this camera today. That was not on the way.
I thought that whole piece was gonna come out. But y'all, of course we chat and we chew. So while we get all up in this plate, we're gonna start doing the chatting portion of Chat and Chew.
Shit. I mean, I'm too focused on this, trying to get my meat out of the crab. This is why I don't get
Shout
it.
out to everybody who do these little mukbangs and y'all be talking while y'all eating and stuff like that. Cause I promise you, all I want to do is just get up in this plate, like.
Right, it smells so good. But we gonna get it together. No worries. I don't know if it's kosher or proper for me to use this fork in order to retrieve the meat out of the damn crab leg, but that's what I'm doing today. Y'all can talk about me all you want to. I don't care.
Look, as long as the leg be empty when I'm done with it, I don't care how long it took to get the meat out of there.
There we go. The fork worked. FYI.
Alright. So in a couple of days, Beyonce gonna be dropping Renaissance. Part 1.
Studio album. Yeah, it's like Act 1 Renaissance. Something like that.
Act 1 Renaissance. And everybody is pretty excited about it. Not just the Beehive, because it's been a minute since Beyonce done dropped a full project on us.
Right. That's true. That's true. And I love Lemonade.
Yes.
And so, that was like, I feel like I fell in love with Beyonce all over again with that album. The awesome album. I mean, of course she came out with Black is King as well, but
Right.
I don't necessarily know how to categorize that album because, like, is it like a soundtrack? Is it an actual album? I don't really know how to put that in there, even though I also really love that album as well.
Right.
And that whole visual, that was dope. So I'm also wondering if this album is going to have a visual attached to it or not. I don't know. We don't know. We'll see when it comes out. But I'm actually really surprised that she even telling us ahead of time. I'm like, what?
Right. I like how she came out on that iridescent horse. Like, girl, who even thinks to do stuff like that? Like, Beyonce, she always have like a shock value. She got a way to make you, to catch your attention. So she's sitting up on this horse, pretty much, you could, like, not naked, but she did have on just like a bra and panty, but of course it was a glamorized bra and panty set, you know, and so you get to see Beyonce full body looking like she naked and on top of this sparkly horse, and just like, I'm just excited to see what she's doing. And the next thing you know, she break out with Break My Soul. You Won't Break My Soul had everybody going crazy. Cause she pretty much in the lyrics said, I just quit my job. So it's one thing that y'all know about whoever saw that, whoever didn't be quiet. About me dropping that crap. But Beyonce said, I just quit my job, and she literally had people coming out saying that they felt like that was a sign, that they was talking about quitting their job anyway. People who was like, a lot of people literally quit for real.
Oh my God.
After that song came out.
I mean, I broke up with my boyfriend off Lemonade, so.
Where did it go?
Goodbye.
Is it on you?
No, I don't know. I had just successfully got a little piece out, so.
Don't worry about it. It's gone.
Wait, what was it?
A piece of my shrimp. A piece of my crab.
Goodbye.
Right.
Well, it'll pop up eventually. Anyway.
Well, yeah, people really quit their jobs.
I'm not gonna quit my job though, Beyonce. You got me the first time with that first album. I won't be got again.
I heard somebody saying that what job Beyonce quit?
Right, cause Miss Knowles, have you ever had a job outside of performing? You've been doing this since you was a teenager. You ain't never even worked at no fast food joint or nothing.
But I feel like she was just trying to motivate people, to get out here and be entrepreneurs, and because working a 9 to 5, it can be very depressing. It can take away from your dreams and things that you really want to be doing. You can't do it. You can't even spend time with your family like you want to. People missing out on holidays and birthdays and family gatherings and stuff like that because they got to be at work. So I can understand it from that point of view, but if you don't got the means,
but people also gotta pay their bills and take care of their kids, and
right.
So people have to make that sacrifice sometimes.
Right.
Okay. All right.
But with Break My Soul, I will say this, that she put herself on with Break My Soul because she got within the first week she made it to the top 10 of the top 100 Billboard that everybody talks about. But what she has done is she's broken a record. She became the first female who have several different top hit records on being a solo artist and through Destiny Child. Thank you.
Was so nice. Thank you.
So she got the top 10. She's on the list right now with Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. So Paul, he had a bunch of solo top 10s as well as top 10s with the Beatles, whereas Michael Jackson had his own top 10s as well as top 10s with Jackson 5. So Beyonce is the first female to make it to this list, to have at least 10 or more solo top 10s as well as 10 or more with a group. So congratulations, Break My Soul.
That's cool. That's a cool little fact.
Right.
But yeah, I like the song. It's different. Like, I feel like it's definitely something that I wouldn't expect from her, honestly. Like, I felt like it was kind of interesting that both her and Drake came out with that kind of like dance type of music.
Mm-hmm.
So, house music, like a lot of people online I feel like it was mixed reviews about just about house music in general, but that don't surprise me because I feel like that's how people feel about house music, period. Is they kind of have either you like it or you don't.
And hate it or you love it.
Right. I was definitely one of those people who always have liked house music because I like to dance a lot, and so people who like house music usually like to dance. So I feel like I just have that kind of I just like to hear that type of music because it immediately makes you want to dance if you like to dance to that type of music. But yeah, I feel like overall the song is fine. I honestly don't think that the song is gonna be the best reflection of what I was gonna hear on the album, because when you think back to Formation and Lemonade, that song hardly had anything to do with what the album was about.
And I embodied the album.
So, and I also know that Beyonce likes to use that element of surprise a lot when she's coming out with stuff, and so we really don't know what the album's gonna be like. But I did see that they had released a track list recently. Yeah. So if you want to go look at that and look at the names of the songs that are going to be coming out, then you can do that. I honestly didn't look at the whole list of them. I just listen to the album when it comes. But, for the Beehive and people who are a little bit more invested, that's a little bit more information for you as you anticipate, because I think it's 2 days until it comes out. So Yeah, I'm excited about it though. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be amazing because you know Beyonce just that type of person. She gonna deliver. You know, she takes her job very seriously. And if there's anything that I can like look to her for, is that like be motivated to and committed to like excellence.
Beyonce is a perfectionist, baby. So one thing that we can't expect from this album is to know that she went over every single track several different times, listening to them, making sure that they was gonna be right for us. She ain't finna just get pushing or anything out there because her name, just the fact that her name, Beyonce, ring bells across the whole world, not just in America. So when she puts something out, she gotta make sure that it's gonna be appreciated by people all over. So it's always gonna be something for everybody, and it's always gonna be well put together. So shout out to B.
Shout out to B.
Alright.
So we have some other music news.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah, the Meg thing. Oh my god.
So Meg Thee Stallion.
Did y'all look for Sting or Raw?
Raw.
Okay, this Sting. I got things confused with y'all.
Oh,
Y'all
I'm
want
just
Kimchi? Yeah. I'm sorry.
no. It's fine. No problem at all.
So Meg Thee Stallion and Big Sean came out with a track in 2020 called Go Crazy. So they are now being sued by some rappers out of Detroit. They go by the name of H-Matic and Go Hard Major.
I love that name.
So Go Hard Major and H-Matic dropped a track called Crazy. They spelled it Krazy. And they said that they had passed out several different copies of the CD. They were doing the actual CD, not streaming it. They passed out several different copies of the CD in Detroit, which everybody know that's where Big Sean is from. He repped Detroit hard.
Right.
They feel like Big Sean got a copy of that, and that's where they got the inspiration from to make their song. So they feel like that the beat pattern and the hook lyrics are too familiar, too close to each other.
Yeah, it's too similar. You got something. But yeah, I listened to them. So I definitely went in and looked up both of the songs. I honestly wasn't familiar even with that Meg song. I missed that one somehow, but I actually kind of like it. And I also like the original one, which I definitely can tell that they took that hook from. It's almost the exact same hook. And the beat, like you can tell as soon as the beat starts that it's very similar to the one that the other dude that Go Hard Major and H-Matic did.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. The concept the same, but it's like the clear thing that you can tell is different between it is that Meg and Big Sean got the money to have like the production value that these younger, these less backed artists didn't have, right? But you can tell that they had the heart, you can tell that they had the concept, they had the idea, they had the talent. And so that's the reason why I'm not going to blame anybody because who knows how this all came to be. But at the end of the day, it's very clear that there was some inspiration and thievery involved here. So, I mean, hopefully they got some good enough lawyers because, these industry-backed artists are going to have that. And they got the money, they're going to have the paperwork in line. So maybe it'll be one of them situations where they settle out of court or something. And I hope that these guys at least just get the recognition that they deserve for their creative work. And I really wish that these big name artists would stop doing this.
Stop doing it.
Like it happens so often. Like if you hear something that you like, bro, why don't you just buy it from them?
Reach out
you can
to
change
them.
somebody's life. You can change somebody's life just by giving them the money for their work. Like stop playing with these people. With these
Their
people's
art.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, it's been going on forever. Back in the day, it's an artist from our home city here in Birmingham, Alabama, who said that Fat Joe stole Lean Back from him.
Dang.
He had sent it to whatever record label that Fat Joe was working at the time, and his song definitely sounded very similar. Lean Back, Lean Back or whatever. And wow, the people act like they didn't want to sign him or whatever, but instead y'all take the music, the demo that he's sending y'all, and y'all give it to one of y'all artists. So a lot of times it be these H&Rs too. When you shopping your music out to them, they might be like, well, nah, we don't want you, but we want this song, and they steal your song and give it to their artist. So it could very well be something like that going on.
How you clean your face off? And then when you get this, then it's all on your hand.
Just do the best you can.
Every man for himself.
Right.
I'm learning. This is actually really fun.
So Big Sean and Megan Thee Stallion, I hope that y'all do the right thing. If y'all know that y'all stole that song from them people,
Right.
Let them get their credit and go on about their business. Other female rapper news, the City Girls.
Wait. One more thing. I'm sorry. Before we move off of Meg,
Okay.
get to the City Girls just a second. Meg also had another song that just came out this year, just like last week with Future. And so, Pressurelicious is the name of the song if y'all have heard it. And so, apparently, you know, you come out with a new song, and so they doing all of the, you know, they promoting it and stuff. And so, some people, you know, who are fans of Meg felt like Future didn't do any kind of promotion for the song. And felt like it was like a problem, like, and they kind of felt like, you know, like, why you ain't promoting the song? But the song also, the number's not doing that great. And so it's kind of like, okay, you know, maybe it's just a situation where he wasn't really that passionate about the song, or, you know, it was more so like a business deal. And so Future really isn't promoting the song like that right now. I don't know if y'all have heard the song. I honestly feel like I've heard a lot better from both of them. As far as the song, it feels a little gimmicky. The whole idea of like pressure. I mean, I know everybody's talking about people pressure, but Pressurelicious is like, okay, you know, it kind of seemed like it maybe was the beginning of some kind of idea that could have been good, but it's just an okay song.
Yeah.
You know, I know both of them can do better than that. I'm not entirely sure why they chose to use that as like a single right now. But hey, you know, a lot of times the decisions that be made on be outside of the artist's hands anyway.
Right.
So who knows? But that was another little tidbit about that's going on with Meg. And honestly, I just want Meg to get a break. To be completely honest, like I know she's another artist who's like a very, very hard worker.
Right.
So she's constantly in the studio, constantly doing shows and all this. And I think it's wonderful and inspirational in a lot of different ways. But I also feel like she's always in the news too, you know, about things that happen in her personal life. And it's just kind of like, wow, I wish you could just take some time for yourself and just like focus on yourself and chill and like just take care of yourself.
Just after losing her mom at the peak of her stardom.
Yeah, and a lot of other traumatic things that have happened, and you know, in the public eye. And being in the public eye just make it even more difficult. And so it's like I really do hope that at some point, like she get a moment to just chill and not have to, you know, just be in the public eye. Feel like she have to keep working. But she really does deserve a break.
Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I'm a very big fan of Meg. But she pretty much came in the game out of nowhere, and she shut it down. Like, you know, I didn't know Meg like that. Like with people like Nicki. Like I saw her back in the day doing a little freestyles on the porch, and you know, Lil Wayne would shout her name out every now and then. So I kind of knew who she was before she blew. But Meg, she just kind of just hit the radar and running. I didn't know where she came from, and she's been holding it down ever since. So shout out to Megan for breaking through in the female rap game, which is some doors are breaking down for female rap, but she. My potato. Oh, but she did bust in for the booty.
Okay.
She did bust in through rap without having too much of promotion coming. Like Meg is coming. Look at this, look at that. She just came out.
People were just feeling her. I think she's relatable. She's gorgeous. She's really talented. And so, I mean, I get it. But I mean, I wonder if it's kind of like well, I had my moment, so let me make the most of it. You know. But it's like it's also some power in like just chilling for a minute, regathering yourself, and you know coming back stronger. And so I don't know, you know, that ain't my business. I mean, I don't know that person. I don't know her personally at all. But it's just from the outside looking in. That's what I'm wondering about. So wish her the best. Hopefully they figure out something with that whole thing with the artists, so where they can be compensated appropriately. And yeah. Best wishes to everybody involved. But you said you knew something about City Girls?
Well, I think let's go to Future, because you said something about Future.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ciao. That man's so funny.
Shout out to all the Future fans, which are toxic, crazy self.
Oh my God. Future is so funny. Like, okay, everybody know Future and Sierra had their time together. They had a child together. They got re-engaged, but it didn't work out.
Continue on how to be faithful.
Right. That's the story. Hasn't ever been confirmed, but we pretty much know that that's what was going on.
Sierra May, I bet she was talking about him.
So now Future has made a song about her. It's called "Love You Better," and so we think that it's about her because of the video that he came out with. And so in this video, y'all, please go watch this video. It's only like 2.5 minutes long. It's only like 2.5 minutes long. Future got himself in here painted like a clown. He got a billboard like showing, like he got a fake Russell in the video. He got a fake Sierra in the video. And I'm assuming the child that's in there is maybe supposed to be like his son, Future's son. And so basically the whole video is just kind of like him. He's just like this sad clown. Future's this sad clown watching Sierra glow up and be loved properly, and like it just breaks his heart. And like, don't you remember, you know, how I used to love you, and you just gonna forget about me, blah blah blah. And so I'm shocked, to be completely honest, and like I'm not sure if this is just like a PR stunt, or if Future really do still like just are holding all these feelings for her in his heart after all this time. I really don't know. I'm not sure.
I always say that's why Future started making them little songs like that, because he really was just hurt. Because his music never focused on being on this like that Toxic King stuff. Then started until him and Sierra broke up. So yeah, Sierra heart did get broke, but Future heart was broken as well. And that do hurt to see the person that you didn't do right by to go leave and then be loved by somebody properly. I'd be hurt too. If I had this man, I just couldn't get it together with him. Next thing I know, he got this nice woman who cooking for him, cleaning for him, loving on him right, and having a kid by him and doing all this stuff. Like, I would be hurt too, so I can definitely understand. And I always thought that, because like I said, Future was never known. He was the party king. He talked about drugs and trafficking and all that stuff like that. But he was making all these songs about just how he do women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Until after him and C.
Wow. And it also made me like, so I never really got that deep into the whole thing. I really only understood the Sierra and Future thing on a surface level, but after listening to the song, if he really is talking about her in that song, it definitely makes me feel like it was like he really did truly love her, and that like almost as if like that was either one of the first time he ever really loved somebody, or that it was like the strongest love that he ever felt for somebody. Aww. And so yeah, like, cause he talked about his grandma in the song and everything. Like it's very touching actually. It kind of made me look at Future a little bit differently now. But it's also just kind of like, okay, get over it too. I hate to say that, but shit happens.
It's
like,
not even get over it. It's too late.
And
like
too
maybe
late.
if she hadn't got Russell yet, and she was just out on the scene and partying, and he's like, hold on now, somebody can get my girl. Let me make this song, let her know I still care. But now that somebody already got her
whole marriage, they
got a family together, then I feel like it's too late. It should have been, if you was gonna do that, you should have did that back when you first broke her heart. Like she said, Fashion Week in Paris, she put you on that new. She upgraded your life, and then what you doing? Go around and make over like she never introduced you to nothing, like she never did nothing for you. And I was mad at Future for a long time, because I'm a Sierra fan, and she's a good girl. She been hurt enough times. So I feel like he was the last straw that broke the camel's back, who just really broke her down, because she really loved Future. You can tell she'll be all giddy and girly and stuff, but she be around him like she really was in love with this man. But it goes to show, you know, you might have a type, but that type might not have you. So she had to go outside of what her usual type was and ended up falling in love. So hey ladies, take it as a sign. You might have a type, but do that type got your back? That's what you need to be figuring out.
Right.
And let them be coming back years later talking about they sorry.
Right. And then I also just, I mean, in my head, I was wondering like, okay, these people got to co-parent their kids and all that stuff. Like, I know a lot of the stuff that the celebrities do is just like because they're trying to get attention for stuff. But I'm also just kind of wondering, like, did he ask them about this before he came out with his video? Because you already know it's going to be all over the blogs and all over Twitter. Everybody's going to be talking about it. Like, I hope it's not causing any kind of rift in their family life, you know, or, you know, I really hope that. I don't know. I really don't know, because at the same time, he could just be like low down and don't care and doing it and knowing that it's gonna cause a stir and doing it anyway. I don't know, but that's how I be thinking about it. That's what I'm curious about.
The two things I thought of was the same thing you just said, like what's gonna be Sierra's reaction when she said, I was like, I wonder if it's gonna make Sierra.
I promise she's not gonna say nothing.
Because the song was so smooth. And I was like, okay, he dated her for a while. They was doing music together, so he probably kind of know what kind of songs that she liked that he did. So he probably did a song knowing that she would like the song. So imagine if she listened to it and then she started. Yes, ma'am. This the right one? Oh, okay. Yeah, we get the House Mouse song.
Yes. Oh, show them the oysters, honey. Them look so good.
But yes, I was wondering if Sierra listened to it and be like, oh, this is sweet, and I do kind of miss him or whatever. And now Russell, he gonna have to buy her something nice or something, baby. Get her mind off of it, baby. Take her on a trip to Paris or something, baby. No, I don't think she.
I just feel like
gonna
it's
fall
low
for it.
down. Because, like, get out of these people's house. Like, get out their mind, get out their world, baby. It's over. I just don't think it's okay. I mean, because Russell seemed like he's, like, a really nice guy. And I don't know if he know how to handle all the pressure of something like that. And it's not okay.
It puts you in the mind of Tupac and Jada with Will Smith. Like Will said, he never could get over the fact that, you know, she was in love with Tupac. They were totally different people. So he know that what she had in Tupac, she could never get that in him. Mm-hmm. So he said every time coming around him, he always felt like an insecurity or something like that towards them. And that's
why he slept Chris Rock like that?
My wife. He wrong for that. But what I was saying, yeah, that's probably how Russell feels. Like, even though he know that he a good man for her and he can do all these nice things, so it probably be something still in the back of his mind, like, okay, she did like a thug. I'm not no thug, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, Future don't do that.
Stop it.
But
I can be soft too. Look, Sierra.
You better not fall for it, Sierra. You better not fall for it.
I doubt it. But they have to see each other. That's the thing. Like, they still in each other's lives. They have a child. They have a child together. So I know they all have to all know each other. So it's just like, are you just being messy as fuck right now? Or is it just like a big PR scheme that all y'all are okay with? I don't know. I don't know you people.
I'm just waiting for Sierra to respond. I've been checking her social medias and things like that. She hasn't said anything yet.
Okay, we will.
Alright, so like, okay, so that's a good segue into what I want to talk about with Young Miami from the City Girls. So, Diddy. Everybody knows Diddy as being a woman's man. He gonna always have something nice and pretty on his arms. You know, he's a playboy.
Right.
He never, I think, did he marry Kim? If he did marry Kim, that's the only person that he did marry. But he would be with these women for a long stretch of period of time. But he still be doing what he want to do on the side, is what we know of Diddy. So he recently started dating Young Miami. It took him a while to officially come out and say, yes, we are dating, even though she wouldn't say it. But they would be caught in different places together. Like they was in Paris together. He was at her shows. They taking pictures, holding hands, drinking drinks everywhere. They always get shown together or whatnot. So it was like the BET Awards or one of them award show. And Diddy was getting honored, and Young Miami was in the crowd with a sign that said "Go Poppy."
Y'all saw that thing? Did y'all see that? And then
I felt
JT
embarrassed
was
for
sitting
her.
up there telling her to sit down. If y'all
She
watch,
was?
yes. If y'all watch closely, she was like, "All right,
That's enough."
Sit down, man. Like, okay. Like, I saw that with my own eyes.
So
Cringe.
the Go Poppy sign was a bit much for me because like this ain't no pimp
It's an
rally.
award show, honey.
Right. So that's probably why, because he didn't respond to the sign.
Not really, right?
While he was on the stage, he never said, and I see you with the Go Poppy sign, what's up, baby? Like, he never responded while he was on stage, but he did say something about his ex-wife and Cassie. And that was just, yes, as a part of his speech. Talked about the women in his life that had held him down through all this stuff, and he didn't mention her. So the blogs, they ran with it. They went crazy. Like, she had this whole Go Poppy sign, and he didn't even acknowledge her, but he did mention Cassie and whatever. Like, that's what made me think about when we was talking about Future, because leave Cassie alone. He was with Cassie for almost 10 years, never married the girl, never let her know that she was secure in the future. As soon as she left him and got with this other man, they got married right away, had a baby right away. She's living her life. She's got the family thing going on. But you want to bring her up in this speech talking about how, leave her alone.
That ain't nothing for you to bring up, baby.
Right.
You could have just said the women who love me or anything. It don't matter.
You didn't have to do that at all. I feel like he did it on purpose because he have a way of trying to make her calm down. Like, he wants her to keep it on the low. Like, but he did say, you know, on her little show, Carisha Please, she got a podcast. He was her very first guest. So, like I said, again, he supports her in, you know, certain ways, and he shows up in certain ways. But on the podcast, she pretty much tried to get him to agree that they do go together. And he was like, well, let's just leave something for the people's imagination. You know, we don't got to say everything. So he wouldn't quite come out and say it. She's like, well, I feel like we is single, but we go together. And then she's like, well, how would you feel if I was around here telling people that I was single and we go together? You know, but he would never really answer the questions. He just kept kind of beating around it. But he would say that I think that you are a fun girl. I think that you are amazing. There's nobody like you. I have a time in my life when I'm with you. So it's like she's probably really falling in love with him while he's just having fun. Or he could be really falling in love with her as well, but he just like, be quiet. We don't need everybody to know. So she's ready to put it out there, and he's trying to dial it back and reserve it. So recently, he was at, I don't know if it was his house or his mama's house, but he was on live, and he was like outside by the pool eating dinner. Y'all know how rich folks be, a little bit outside by the pool brunch or whatever. So they outside eating, he going live, he talking to the fans, his phone dropped down. And it shows another woman being seen. When the phone dropped down, she runs. She's like, what you doing? And she runs. So her name is Jessie Mae. She is a Instagram model, and she blew up in like around 2013. She got like 300,000 followers. She blew up a little bit more when she had a picture with her and Pharrell that went viral. So she's like pretty much an internet celebrity. So Diddy had rumors of chilling out with her before. But Young Miami supposed to be his it girl. He finally responded to the sign and said, thank you so much. That was the sweetest thing anybody ever did for me. That's why I rock with you, all this stuff like that. So everybody, okay, he's sealing the deal. They really doing it. Then next thing you know, weeks later, like a month later, he with his mama. You chilling with your mama. And got this other girl.
I feel like he did that shit on purpose.
And that's exactly what I was about to say. It seemed like he did it on purpose just to kind of let her know, like, yeah, you need to calm down because that ain't this and this ain't that. So I'm just having fun with you. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out the country. Yeah, I'm gonna buy you the bags. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and that for you. But you gotta understand that I'm gonna have other women too, or you ain't the only one. Cause his ex-girlfriend in Miami was beefing on Twitter at one point. Cause one week Miami will be with him, the next week the other girl will be dropping pictures with him. But it seemed like Miami was able to throw a big enough fit, talking enough shit, to where he stopped dealing with that girl and he was focusing on Miami. But now,
that's a lot.
Got this new person.
I mean, at the end of the day, you better listen to what he has to say. Because you think you know who his boundaries are. And to me, it seemed like he's not clear on what's going on. Or he wanted to be different than what it is. And, you know, if that's the case, then either find you somebody who's willing to participate in what it is that you want to do and leave him alone, or just accept that you're going to be married every other weekend when he does something else crazy. Because I feel like that was extremely disrespectful to, like, because you want to let it be known you with your mama and the girl. I just feel it was just a girl.
Right. And then his son was watching the video, and his son said Ella May with a bunch of O's, and then joined the live. So it's like the son even was like, Dad, you tripping, like you wild.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like, are you trying to embarrass her?
That's what he doing.
It's like, nah, baby, don't let your,
You want to 45
don't set
over?
yourself up. I want to dip it.
Dip it?
Pour it in the way you want. I don't know all that shit.
Oh, I ain't trying to dip with you. You trying to double dip?
No, you don't. I ain't say double dip.
Okay, hold on. I know what we can do. We can split it up. So I ain't say double dip. Get some chunks out and put some oil back in there. Excuse us, y'all. We grew up splitting things. There's 3 of us. We all sisters, and we used to this. Don't think we crazy.
All right. You gotta do it right, though. You gotta do it right. Okay.
All right.
These oysters look so good. It's like some of the best oysters I've seen. So let's see what they taste like. I always feel so bad about throwing these away at the end of it because I'm like, oh, it's like a whole little, you know. I don't know. I just hate to discard that.
Let me.
A fork? And a fork is okay.
No, but I only use this one to stir up the stuff that we just used. I had to get out the plastic. It's right here.
Just slurp off. So I feel like it's still connected to it.
No, it's not. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of the City Girls. Ever since they came out, I like how they came out and they gave women empowerment. Because they had the men so mad, like, you know, real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga and all that stuff like that. And so the men, they'll get so upset, like, oh yeah, y'all want to have hot girl summer, y'all think y'all the City Girls and stuff like that. So women was feeling empowered. They was looking to the City Girls for an outlet, music to listen to, somebody to look up to make you feel like, you know, you don't need no man, whatever. So if Young Miami gonna continue to be a city girl, she better come out or something. Let us know that, hey, I'm just doing this to pay him for the money. I don't care what he do, whatever. Like, you know, let it be known. Make us know what it is, baby, because we looking up to you.
But that's how they be getting these celebrities. Ooh, the hot sauce is so good. Good with that lemon too.
Thumbs up, y'all.
Yes. I know this stopped being cute a long time ago, and I'm just okay with that.
I've been eating crazy since we started.
Ooh, baby. Oh, it's so good. Yes.
Oh yeah, but see, one thing about it though, everybody thought that they would come in the game and they was just gonna be dating like gangsters. You would think that they'd be with some gangster rappers. But as you can see, Young Miami is pursuing Diddy, and JT, she dates Lil Uzi Vert. She's also more like into right, like the clothes she wears, the stuff she talks about, things that interest her, and she's kind of shy, honestly. So you can't judge the book by its cover. We really don't know, but shout out to Young Miami. I hope she can turn this around and spin it in her favor in some kind of way, because don't let Diddy play with you like that. You're a beautiful young lady. You got a lot of things going for you. So many people would love a chance to be with you and really treat you right. Now, if it's just about him spending all the money and spending more money than anybody else can, let us know. Send us a sign. Some girl, because we need to understand what's going on.
I need to get you somebody else. Stop focusing so much on him.
Yeah.
I know that won't be hard to do.
Now that you see that he's bringing people around his mama.
Around his mama, girl.
That's just disrespectful right there.
Make that up. Like, what?
Right.
You did what?
Right. So
that's it with the sauce on there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Very nice. Very tasty. I don't know. I feel like this one don't have to be too much. I don't see how I can try to eat this all in one swoop.
I think you can.
I'm gonna try. What else we said we was gonna talk about? Lil Duval. I just heard Lil Duval was in surgery. He was on his 4-wheeler. And he got hit by a car. It seems like he's in the Bahamas. So there was a video that was shown of him on a stretcher, and he was going in from a ambulance into a helicopter because he was getting airlifted to go have surgery. And so in the video, he was moving, and you know, he I think that the Instagram post of the video they have through his page is as if he typed the caption underneath it, like I'm getting airlifted, da 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 da. So it definitely seems like he's okay, at least enough to make a social media post, you know. So, but still, prayers up for him while he's going through surgery. I hope he's okay. I'm not exactly sure what the injuries were. I know he broke his leg. I'm not sure what the other injuries were. But yeah, that's scary. You know, those 4-wheelers by themselves are dangerous. But apparently he got hit by a car. Yes, thank you. He got hit by a car while he was on the 4-wheeler. And, you know, no shade to the Caribbean people, but y'all know they be driving crazy.
Real crazy.
Like, real crazy. Like, y'all be driving crazy.
It's really funny, though. We've been to the Bahamas twice.
Been to the Bahamas and Jamaica, the same thing.
Mexico. I ain't gonna lie, Mexico, they was all right.
They was all right in Mexico, actually.
But the Bahamas...
Yeah. The DR,
they be coming this close to each other, and they be flying like on regular roads, and it's like, like, hold on.
I ain't thought twice about it, like just going. It's normal to everybody. I mean, every place different, right? But I ain't trying to blame it on. I'm no telling. Maybe it was Lil Duval. I don't know what the situation was. It couldn't have been his fault. I don't know. We don't know. But I'm just saying, y'all know y'all do be driving crazy. So I can see how it might have been a dangerous situation for him. We're Americans. We don't really have all that same sort of situation going on when we be driving. So maybe he wasn't sure how to navigate it. But you know, again, prayers up to Lil Duval. speedy recovery, man. Love Lil Duval, so. But yeah.
Speedy recovery.
It was something else we want to talk about though.
Black Panther.
Was that it? I thought it was something else. Like I don't. Martell and Sheree.
Oh yeah, that one.
I decided I'm not gonna do it.
Why?
I'm not gonna talk about this shit because it is too ridiculous.
What if there's a little background for the people who do watch it?
Restaurant because I am appalled. Do you hear me?
So Marcel is from Huntsville. I'm trying to ease it in. I don't know the details. If I know the details,
I love watching reality TV. So I've been invested for a while, and so this is like a crossover episode between Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Marriage Huntsville. And so Martell is from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sheree, of course. Sheree is from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So apparently they're dating. You know, if you know anything about those shows, then you know how preposterous that is. But I don't even want to.
Sheree has always been so boring to me. Like, I mean, if he did want to come with a scandal, I heard that he's like, kind of like this unfaithful husband or whatever, and you know, can't stay faithful to his wife, whatever. I don't really watch the show, but if he did want to go out here and have a fling, why with Sheree? She's so boring, and she don't. I mean, her mansion is nice. Chateau Sheree is nice, but anything else, I don't understand what the appeal was there, unless he's just trying to get some extra clout by combining the two shows. But
I doubt it. I think that Martell was obsessed with his ex-wife. And I think that he's doing this to get her mad.
They do that too.
I literally think that's all that it is. Now the clout piece, that could also be a part of it in terms of him trying to figure out how he can continue to make this money off of this reality TV stuff. And it still could also just be that, like, they're trying to create a storyline for themselves. And I know that people who are a part of reality TV, especially they've been in there for a minute, it's the type of stuff that they do. Like, they create storylines so that they can get more money, can get more camera time.
Right.
So I definitely can see how this could be easily become a storyline because it's like a crossover between two shows. They don't live that far away from each other. If he still lives in Huntsville and she lives in Atlanta, they could have a relationship. I don't necessarily see the chemistry there, to be completely honest. But I wish the best for Sheree. Honestly, to me, I feel like she has a lot going on. Oh my God, I feel like she has a lot going on, and I wish that she had more peace instead of The house is beautiful. Let me think of positive things that I can say, and I really do wish her the best. Martell, you already know you need to get your life together, and so this is not right.
That's messy though. I can't wish her the best when she's being messy. Like if
she feel like she's being messy for dating him at all.
Yeah, if she's a follower of the show.
I feel like she's being dumb. I hate to say that because he's clearly an abuser and a cheater. So I don't understand why you would want to date somebody who emotionally abuses someone on national television.
Why would you want to be with somebody like that? Period. When you see how they doing their wife, don't give them